there is one interesting thing that I noticed that I haven't paid attention before, and I'd like to show it to you. So you know that I have pumpkin growing under the walnut tree. Like in there, you can see a couple of them. Also, there are pumpkins here, and there are a lot of them, as you can see here. They should be of relatively medium size. It's just we planted these pumpkins really late. That's why they're going to be until the first frosts. Yeah, there are a lot of them. I don't know how many dried pumpkin rinds we're going to have. But one interesting thing that I wanted to point out is that actually the vine of the pumpkin, even though it takes lots of nutrients from the root, the vine gives the roots. I was so surprised to see this. I showed it to my mum and she was shocked too. So when you look at every part of the vine where there is a leaf, you may be able to see that when it is in contact with the ground, it forms the roots which are going deep into the ground. And it happens at every part where we have a leaf. Here it's like a big one and it's very hard to pull it out. The only thing you can do is just like, to cut it here as well. And here I tried to pull it, that's why it's like a little bit broken. And here, just have a look. And it was such a shock for me. Tell me please, did you know that the vine can form the roots? And I suppose since the roots are pretty long and they go deep into the soil, they also take extra nutrients for the vine. And the same is going to be here till the very end of it. Yeah, just have a look. The same here and here. What is going on? I've been growing pumpkin, I don't know, like every single year, and I found it out only this year. Oh my God, what a revelation it is for me. Yeah, so here there is nothing interesting to see yet, but there we have another bed with pumpkin, which is planted next to the compost pile. And I planted it specifically for the purpose of getting a record breaker pumpkin. I think that a couple of years ago, I showed in one of my videos the pumpkin that weighed, I think, more than 50 kilograms. I think it was more than 50. I don't remember exactly, but I remember that it was the heaviest pumpkin I have ever grown. And this year, I'm not sure if there will be any record breaker, but I definitely see some of the pumpkins that are pretty big, and it's really like hard to tell what their weight might be. So we can find out the weight only in autumn, but right now, I think it's still like pretty interesting to see what has been formed. So the vine is running up to this part, but actually the pumpkin is growing there. So that is the first one. It's a small one. I don't think that it's going to be pretty heavy, but the peel is really exciting. Then here, which is like hidden in the grass, we have a bigger one. And I mean, like, it's really big. Just have a look. That's my palm. And the pumpkin is huge. Then let's move further and see what we have here. Here we have another one, which I think is smaller. Here, another of grey colour, which is getting bigger and bigger. I haven't seen this before. And the most interesting part is going to be in there, but it's going to be really hard to get there. I'll try to do that. But apart from that, you can see that in here, there are 2 pumpkins. I'm going to find a perfect spot in order to show this. That's going to be a big one for sure. Oh my gosh. Have a look at it. And another one, it's going to be of different variety, I suppose. Yeah, but that's already a big one. It's really huge. But my mom told me that she spotted something huge there, closer to the fence. So I'm going to get there. I don't know which way to take, which way is going to be easier. But look at that. Okay. But the leaves, they are so huge and high, it's not easy. Okay, I'm close to the compost pile. Oh, that's a big one, you know. Okay, I'm going to show you. Just have a look at this monster. Oh my God. What is happening in here? My mom wasn't joking when she said that you're going to be shocked. Oh, she said that it was like really close to the fence and she was trying like to move it, and she said I couldn't even move it even like to the slightest bit. Oh God. Apart from that, I see something in there which is of really big size too. I mean, like, that's already a lot. I don't know what to do with them. Yeah, it's a really big size. I really want to get there, but I think that the easiest way is going to be from there. But look at this. I don't know. The only advice I can give to you if you are growing any pumpkins, don't plant it next to the compost pile. Otherwise, you won't be able to move it. That's going to be the same as those like 2 years ago. I was cutting it into several pieces with an axe. It was so funny, but that's the reality because I can't move it. Guys, you definitely have to see this. That is another huge one. Oh my God. And it is stuck somehow between the fence and between like compost pile. Oh my God. What is going on with the pumpkins? It's huge. It's really huge. Still, we have to wait till autumn and first frost. And we usually pick up the pumpkin and harvest pumpkin when all of the leaves are dead and frozen. But that's no joke. I think after this year I'm going to be done with huge pumpkins. That's a law, because just I can't move them and I don't know what to do with them. And look at the leaves. That's going to be the 9th watermelon I'm going to pick, and that is the beginning of August.